Hi all, welcome to Teach5. Thinking about the IELTS? Consider this video before you start preparing for the IELTS. There are 6 questions that you need to answer. Firstly, why are you taking the IELTS? Is it for immigration or to study abroad? Is it to work in an English-speaking country? Or whether you want to test your English? Or maybe you have another reason. Once you know that why you're taking the test, you should know which IELTS test you should write. There are 2 types of IELTS. One is the academic training and the other one is the general training. Now, the academic training is basically taken by any students who are applying for higher education, maybe like masters. And general training, they're being preferred by those who are planning to migrate to another country like maybe Australia, Canada, maybe America or the UK for some sort of settlement. Maybe they want to pick up an employment there. Now, what's the difference? The difference will appear in your reading and your writing. Generally, it is considered that the general training will be much more simpler than that of the academic training. Now that you know that which test you should take, you should know what your scores have to be. Now, IELTS for migration, or rather say immigration, a good IELTS scores will certainly depend on the kind of visa you need. Maybe if it is for work or maybe for business or for an investor type of visa. Now, IELTS as an international student, this is basically the academic test. The governments or the institution will be in a better position to tell you as to what your IELTS score should be like. Now, how are you being scored? Make sure that you understand how are you scored in each module, irrespective of whether if it is you're listening, reading, writing, or speaking. Check out the band descriptors. There's a public band descriptor which has been put up for our review. You may also find the link in the description of this video. Now, where are you right now? Assess yourself on a real-time IELTS test scenario. Evaluate yourself. Go for the test. For speaking, record your answers using computers or maybe cell phone. You can check your time and listen to how fluent you are doing this. And for writing, time yourself and check how many words were you able to write. If possible, have your writing checked by an IELTS experienced teacher, right? So probably, if you need further assistance on it, you can write to us at help@teach5.com. You can also go for a timed or an untimed IELTS test. Now, what is a timed IELTS test? Basically, a timed IELTS test is a real-time test when it exactly tells you by the time limit you will need to finish your IELTS exam, right? Okay, now take an untimed IELTS test. Do another test without a time. Take a look at the difference in your score. That will make you understand which one or how much you need to put in more efforts. Now, do you have a study plan in place? Right? Ask yourself. Understand the IELTS test format. Now, depending on your level, you may need to improve your overall English to get the score you need on the IELTS. Learning English is important, but improving your English ability is much more important. So know what does it take to master each skill and focus on the improvement area. And what are the areas? It could be listening, vocabulary, grammar, or maybe anything according to your requirement. That's all for now. But finally, before closing, practice, patience, and persistence. Thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. And do let us know what would you like us to post next in your comments.